Hello, everyone. Welcome to Physical Science P. The P, if you're wondering what that stands for, this is physical science where it has a physics concentration, as where maybe you had physical science C, where that looks at chemistry. Just a couple things that we're just going to go over today. Again, welcome. Just so you know, the general kind of like process is you guys get your assignments beginning of the week. I post Mondays unless it is a holiday. Then it gets posted our next school day, and then you'll have a full week to complete those assignments. I'll kind of go over how I organize the Google Classroom. I have the class syllabus posted in there if you want to go through, read it. Um, One thing that I'd like to point out, if you are looking to have office hours, you need a little extra help with things. Um, I'm going to try to, whenever I'm taking a look at my overall schedule, Tuesdays aren't typically anything that I have anything scheduled after school. That's whenever I'm going to have my office hours. If that doesn't work, if an alternate time is needed, because like, oh, I didn't get to it till like maybe Thursday, reach out. And if it is meeting a little later, I'll see what I can do to make things work. But I want to be there and try to help you be successful. If you are violating the rules, phone call home or a discipline referral to your parent or guardian or to your principal will be a course of action. So if we go over to our Google Classroom site, this is where all work will end up being posted. There's typically two ways that I go about posting your work for the week. So I'll go through and I'll have marking period 1, week 1, or week 2, whatever it happens to be, as long as the date. Last year, I ended up having a suggested where if you do like one thing a day, kind of makes things for a little bit less. Or what I generally tended to notice was people just kind of went on, they did all their work in this class, and then they were done for the week. So if that's what you want to do, I probably won't have the dates, but it's all due the following week on that Monday at noon or Tuesday at noon if we happen to have a holiday. So everything will be broken down by week. I probably will take away the front dates, but it will show up and it will be due. I said, whenever I set this will be due the following beginning of the week. Also in the class stream, I will put out the basic, what are you supposed to accomplish for the week? This week, it's really just two things. You guys are going to be watching this video, which I'm recording right now, and then looking over the syllabus that I'm going to have at the top of the page. A few things. I will always have this little conversion sheet up here at the very top. This has a lot of useful conversions in there. So if we're converting between any units of measurement, that's there for you guys, as well as the class syllabus, which will be posted here at the top of the page as well. For the most part, not trying to overwork you guys, there'll be a couple of assignments. If you're late turning stuff in, there will be points taken off. Typically, it's if you're a week late, you guys are going to lose 25%. So if it's out of 10, you guys can earn up to, I usually round up to an 8. If you're 2 weeks late, then you can earn half credit. If you're 3 weeks late, you guys can earn 25%. But hey, just keep in mind, 25% credit is better than no credit. At least you're earning some points as opposed to nothing. At the end of the year, you need to have all 4 marking periods average to a 280. So if you have a 70, a 70, a 70, a 70, you're good. If you end up with 5 points below, remember that's 5 points that you have to make up at a later point. But for the most part, you guys will end up having some notes. I usually post them complete, as well as an Ed Puzzle video of me going over the notes. In the different assignments that you guys will have, pretty much almost each of the different forms that I post, I picked a bad one. But if I look at one that might have some math stuff to do. Usually in every single one of the forms, when I was making these last year, there is a video that is embedded in the form of me going over a couple of the problems. Now, it might be hard to see with it embedded in the actual form. So I do post in the directions. Here's a direct link to that. So it'll go right to YouTube, and you can make it a little bit bigger. All right, I can't do. Okay. So this will go through, and again, I typically go over a couple with you guys. I pull up the little Google calculator. Um, I work it all out, and then again, this is a very valid resource. Please make sure you use it because again, I have all these videos posted. I record those for your benefit to help you guys out because again, you're not really necessarily able to get the help from me right away. Also, within the forms, after you submit your work, when you go back in, I do have all the answer keys posted. So it'll show up, it'll give you the feedback, like I'm going to take 0.5, multiply by 5, multiply by 2 squared, and I should end up with an answer of 10. Always take a look back and see what you did because I'm a big fan of it's okay to make a mistake, but please make sure you try to learn from your mistakes. That way you don't continue to make them. If you have any questions, you have any concerns, please reach out to me with my email, jrupeka@altoonasd.com. You can send me a message in the class stream, reach out, and if you have any questions, and I'll try to get back to you guys as soon as I can. I do have 2 periods where I have the opportunity to check my email, but during the school day, I generally tend to be in very busy. That's why I don't have office and I don't have a period for cyber built into my schedule this year, so it's more outside of class. Please let me know. Like I said, if you guys have any questions, send me an email. But hopefully this ends up being a good year, and hopefully shouldn't have any issues. All right, guys, have a good one, and see you next week.